Hello, hello, hello. Hope everyone is doing well. So this video is going to be about how to really live a carefree life. Me and my bestie was talking the other day, and she was saying how proud she is of me and how far I've come, and how I really live a carefree life. And she was asking me, how do you do it? And I hadn't thought too much about it before, but after she asked me, I was like, yeah, you're right. I do live a carefree life. I go with the flow. I'm happy. I do as I please. And so I wanted to come on and give you guys my tips and tricks and how I was able to get to where I am in life. So first things first is your mindset. Your mentality is everything, and you have to start realizing what you're taking in. Like, what's your intake? What type of music are you listening to? What type of conversations are you having? What TV shows are you looking at every day? All of these affect your mindset, subconsciously, whether you want to believe it or not. So you have to start paying attention to those things. You have to start cutting off negativity. As soon as those conversations start flowing and you feel the conversation is going into a negative direction, cut it off. Just cut it off. And refocus, talk about something positive, talk about something you have going on. But like I said, all of that stuff does play a part. One of my favorite things to do is to groove, honey. I love some music. I find myself just dancing, hitting a little two-step, before I even realize that that's what I'm doing. Because when you have some good music playing, you have put it on certain hertz, the music will affect your mood. It will start showing up throughout your life in different ways. But yeah, you definitely have to find you some good music to groove to. Me personally, I'm a Sade fan all day, every day, all day long. I love me some Sade. But just like anything basically I grew up listening to. So Brian McKnight and your Luthers and Tony, Anita Baker, just those people, just those songs that made you feel good to wake up, made you feel good to be in love, that type of music. And also you can listen to music without any lyrics. I know on Pandora, one of my favorite stations is in a sentimental mood. And so it's only jazz playing. And I find myself listening to that station all day long, without even realizing it, because it really grounds you and calms you down. And if you're like amped up and you may have a lot going on, that type of music will ground you, will calm you down, make your whole day start going better. So definitely find you some music, look up different hertz of music and their methods, and I'm sorry, not the methods, their benefits for different hertz of music, and go from there. So my next tip is to like really sit down and be still, like get still with yourself and discover what type of lifestyle you really want to live, and what it entails. And envision every single part of your day in your perfect world or your perfect lifestyle. Envision every part of the day, from the time you wake up. What time do you wake up? What are you doing when you wake up? What does your day consist of? What type of people are around you? What type of car are you driving? What type of house are you living in? And slowly but surely, make it a point every day to do something that's aligning with that type of lifestyle you want to live. If it's a dream of yours to go swimming in Madagascar, in the ocean, well, you may not be able to get to Madagascar right now, but you can definitely, drive an hour to the nearest beach and go swim there. You know, you make the necessary moves to get in the right vibration of the type of lifestyle you want to live. So no matter what type of lifestyle you desire to have, it's something that you can be doing every single day to get into that vibration. If say you want to be married, you know, go to the wedding dress place and start trying on dresses. Tell them you got engaged and you need to try on some dresses. Or go to the ring shop, start trying on engagement rings. Like, see that ring. The ring is so pretty. See that ring on your finger. You know, envision yourself walking down the aisle and walking up to your spouse, or if you're a man, envision, you know, your bride walking down to you. But you make the necessary steps to get into the correct vibration, because that's how it will happen. And the more you do it, and the more you can actually feel whatever feelings you will feel when that thing happens, the quicker it will align for you. I promise you, that's how it works. It works. So get in vibration, get in alignment with the type of lifestyle you really desire to have. Also, be grateful. Be grateful for any and everything, the small things, the big things. Wake up with a grateful heart. Walk around with a grateful spirit. You get in your car in the morning, it starts, be grateful for that. You waking up in a home, be grateful for that. Because now, like, it's raining outside now. I couldn't imagine, well, it's storming outside now. I couldn't imagine not having my own home to come home to, you know. And everybody doesn't have that. So, like I said, start being grateful for any and everything. Also, you know, in your day-to-day life, when you're walking past people, wish them well. You know, if a young lady is walking past you, you know, you tell yourself, oh, I hope she has a great day. I hope something happens to her that will make her smile today. Or, you know, I hope someone does something nice for her. Or I hope something happens and she's able to really laugh, like a good belly laugh today. You know, you wish people well. You don't have to say it out loud. Just say it in your mind when they're walking past you. I hope he has a great day. You know, I hope she goes home and has a great surprise waiting for her. Wish people well. I promise you, it will not only come back to you, but you will feel better about yourself. And, you know, you never do anything in life for, you know, well, everything you do eventually comes back to you. So you don't do good things just so it can come back to you. You do good things because that's basically your payment for being on this earth. It costs nothing to be nice to someone else, or, you know, to want to see someone else happy, or want to see someone dream take off before yours. It's perfectly fine, you know. So my next step, or my next tip would be to, I kind of said this earlier, but I'm still going to piggyback on this thing, but it's to get out into nature. Get outside. If the sun is out, you know, get some of that vitamin D up on your skin. If you can get next to moving water, any type of moving water will increase your mood, your spirit, or even if it's only a walk around your block outside, get outside and do it. I mean, go touch some grass, do something. One of my favorite things to do, real quick, one of my favorite things to do when I was a kid was to get a towel and go out in the backyard and lay in the grass. We lived in Florida, so like every once in a while, the rocket or the shuttle would be taking off from the Space Center, or a plane would be going by. And I honestly thought, like, it's no better place I could be at this time. That was one of my favorite things to do as a kid, was, you know, to lay in the grass and look up at the sky and imagine and think and wonder how my life is going to be, and, you know, what my day would consist of. That was one of my favorite things to do. So if you're willing to try it, I would highly suggest it. Go outside and lay in the grass. You know, if the weather is nice and you know, you live in a safe neighborhood, like no one is gonna come kidnap you, because I can't be responsible for your kidnapping. So, you know, if you live in a safe neighborhood, definitely do that or try that. I also like going outside at nighttime and looking up at the moon and the stars, depending on what type of city you live in. You know, sometimes the stars are real clear at night. And, you know, the moon has different phases, but the moon will also help put you in a, maybe not a happier, but maybe more like an upbeat mood. So try it. Also, allow yourself to be in the moment. I think in this day and age, it's so easy to be on your phone, you know, be on social media for 2-3 hours and not even realize it. Be on TikTok. And that's my downfall. You know, you be on TikTok for hours at a time and you don't even realize it. But at some point you have to be able to detach from your phone, like put your electronics down, be in the moment. You know, if you're with family, I know this is kind of around the holidays. So if you're with your family and, you know, talk to them, visit them. It's no reason for you to be at your phone, especially if you don't see your family too often. But it's really no reason for you to be on your phone when, you know, you can be there making memories, actual memories with your family members. So, I mean, if you have to put your phone on do not disturb or turn it upside down and put it on the counter, do what you have to do, but learn how to be in the moment. You know, learn how to enjoy things, enjoy people, enjoy your loved ones, and not be so distracted by these phones so much. You know, when I'm an 80s baby, so when I was growing up, it was no cell phones. You know, if somebody called you, you had to be at the house. You wasn't at the house, they had to leave it on the answer machine. Then eventually the call ID popped up so you know who called. But we really had a good life. I mean, with no cell phones, nothing. Like, you get creative when you don't have anything. I mean, we used to skip rocks on the road. You hear me? And had a great time doing it. Like, as I look back on our childhood, we made a whole lot of stuff shake from nothing. So, but at the same time, we had no cell phones. Like, we didn't have a choice. You want to have fun, you got to get outside and create something, make you a whole new game up. And, but we were really able to have a good time and not be so attached to an electronic, you know. Like, I really do have good memories from my childhood, playing with my cousins and, you know, making up games and stuff. Like, we had a bomb childhood, and I hate that for kids now that, okay, well, whatever. So like I said, just learn how to detach from your electronics, your phone, your tablets, all of that stuff. Just learn, you know, you have to physically get in the moment, be in the moment, live in the moment. And find you maybe some aesthetically pleasing places, whatever that is to you. As for me, I love the water. I love being next to movement, like any type of running water. I had went over my girlfriend's house the other day. Girlfriend as in friend, that's a girl, not girlfriend. But if that's your lifestyle, that's fine too. But I'm just, you know. So I went over my friend's house the other day, and she was saying, I was talking to one of her neighbors, and her neighbors were saying like they had a lake behind their house, but you had to go through a whole bunch of woods and stuff to finally get to the lake. And I was like, well, let's go explore. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Well, it was daylight, and she stays in a nice neighborhood. So, I mean, but we eventually found the lake, and that curiosity, and then, you know, actually finding it and sitting out there for a while and just relaxing and not really having a care in the world, not focusing on the bills and the household and the kids and the spouses. Like, again, being in the moment allows you to really enjoy life, really enjoy the people around you. So whatever, like I said, whatever aesthetically pleasing places, whatever that looks like to you. It could be a flower shop. I know one of my favorite places to go is a plant store. It's on the other side of town, but they have it decorated so nice and it's so calm and inviting in there. That's one of my favorite places to go. It's a coffee shop around the corner that I like to go during the daytime. It's really nice in the summer months when the sun is out, but that's what I like. I figured out that's what I like. I like to be in the plant store. I like to be around live plants. I like to be around water. I like to be around places that look good and smell good and feel good. The environment feels good to me. So find whatever that means to you, figure it out, and then start going to that place. And I mean, you don't have to break the bank. Like I said, if it's a coffee shop, get a small coffee, get a small tea, get a small dessert. It doesn't always have to be something, you know, like resorts and international travel. That's fine. But for your day-to-day, or when you feel like, you know, your mood is a little off and you just want to get back right, you're going to have to find you some aesthetically pleasing places. And it could also be your home. But I know for me, like, my home is perfect. It's decorated exactly how I want it to be decorated. But sometimes you just need to get out and maybe go sit somewhere else, or just get in a different environment and background. And that's perfectly fine. So, like I said, find whatever feels good to you and start going there. You know, be kind. You speak to the workers, and I mean, I don't be with all that rah-rah all the time. So I'm usually in the back, in the corner somewhere by myself, maybe with my headphones on. And like I said to everyone, and smile. And but for the most part, I'm in my zone. You know, I'm doing my own little thing back off in the corner, and I never have an issue. For most places, it doesn't even matter really how long I stay, but I have yet to have anyone come up to me and say, oh, well, you know, you've been here for too long, you need to go. Like, no, we are adults. You know how to behave. If you're going into someone else's establishment, you know, you be kind, you be courteous, you know, and do what you have to do. Get off in the back somewhere by yourself, and start refocusing your mind. Start evaluating your feelings, and asking yourself, you know, if you are sad and depressed all the time, like, where are those feelings coming from? Where is that stemming from? Is it something that happened in your childhood? Is it something you're still dealing with? Is it parent issues? Is it money issues? Like, figure out what your cause, what your reason is for being upset, and go from there. You know, like, you work backwards. You work, I don't know. You have a starting point and an end goal. So you figure out where your starting point is, and you start, you know, taking the necessary steps to get to the end goal. And the end goal is always to be happy. That's always the goal, to be really happy, not fake happy or smiling in front of people, but to be really happy. And last but not least, you be gentle with yourself. Like, you've come a long way. And I think we are always our worst critics. We're always the last ones to give ourselves credit. Even say you completed college. You know, sometimes you just got to take a step back and be like, oh, wow, I done came really far. Let me congratulate myself. Let me celebrate myself. I think our society doesn't put enough emphasis on why we should make ourselves a priority first. You know, you have to be your first and best priority, because you can't pour from an empty cup. And I know people will say, oh, well, my kids come first, my husband comes first, but that's impossible. You have to put yourself first, because you have to be whole to even assist someone else. I have to be whole before I can be a mother. You know, I have to be content with myself and be the best I can be, so it can pour out into every other relationship that I have. So I think that's it for me. I think I've given you guys some good tips. I hope I have. I hope I've been able to help you in any way, even if it's a little bit. I hope I was able to help you. So if you want to stay connected, you can feel free to follow me on Instagram at A Complete Vibe. And as always, all praises to the Most High. Thank you. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.